Hey guys, today putting new rubber and rebuild my wing windows. You can buy a lot of the parts from LMC or some other places, but I kind of want to show you how to do it. I've already kind of started on these. I've done this with multiple vehicles like my Blazer and everything. It just changing the rubber in these will make it so it doesn't howl or whistle while it's going down the road, and it may seem hard, but it's not as hard as you think. You do need to start out with drilling out this rivet here. Once you drill that rivet out and pop this, you take a little punch and pop this rivet out. Just drill the bottom half here. It makes it really easy if you can kind of see there. So, and then you just undo the bolt here. This one's been apart. It's missing a couple parts, but I kind of wanted to show you one that was already together and one that hasn't been drilled out. But we'll start with these and we'll move along. So I've already painted these up. I painted these up last night. I just kind of stuck some tape and just kind of want to clean up the frames and make them look good. I just used just some basic rust enamel. And you guys can get creative and use whatever, but that's just worked out best. So and it's easy. So what I basically have, I should have peeled this tape off last night. This is stuck really good for just one night. I really should swap this window out with that other wing window, but I'm not gonna. This is an aftermarket wing window. These are OEMs. The glass at one time must have been broke and they replaced it. It's a slightly different blue color, but these will be getting tinted later, so I guess it doesn't really quite matter, but unless you're restoring it to original condition, which this is far from. It's the driver. So I'm just going to start with one wing window right now. So let's stick this guy over here. And I've got new seals here. I got that from LMC. So that is the part number. So they make, let's start over. They do make two different styles of seals. They make a 2-piece and a 1-piece. And the newer seals are 2 pieces, and the older ones are 1 piece. But it sometimes just depends. But there's 2 different types, just so you guys do know. They go together a little different. So you pretty much figure out which side's what. I mean, if you reverse it, it doesn't have the little notch for that guy there. The hardest part is getting this back into the track. So, all right, so did the other one. Now let's get this one done. All right, so we're going to assemble the wing window. I do have this little rivet kit come from LMC 302741. Pretty good kit. Comes with all the rivets. You can replace these rivets. You can replace all the rivets on this frame. Mine seem to be good. The only reason why I bought the kit is just in case. I didn't know if there was some bad ones, but they all check out to be good. So I won't be using those, but I'll set them aside for a future project. And then it comes with a little punch, and we'll punch that in a little bit. So, but now I'm going to stick the rubber in here. We put some glue on it, so, and we'll glue it in. And then it's got some pieces here that bend over, so just put a bead of glue down this side and a little bead down this side. And then this is quick drying, so, and I'm just gonna spread it so it's spread out. Oh crap. Problem with this glue, you get it on stuff, it doesn't come off very easy, so try not to get it on anything. And then I'm going to put this little guy, what I'm going to do is, there's little tabs in here. I'm just going to bend them over. Alright, so I got that in there. Kind of still making a mess, but you just stick that rubber in just like so. Bend them over. Kind of see through there. So, and then I got the rubber kit, which this is from LMC also. I'll post the number up, and you do want to make sure this is lined up with that there. And then I have this Sherlock gas detector, but it works good as lubing these seals up to put them in there. So I'll put a little in the channel. And stick a little right in here. So I'm going to start at the top here, and we'll work our way around. So. Alright guys, got that rubber in. Now I'm ready to put the wing window in. Hopefully you guys paying attention to this. So, alright, so like I said, I drilled that out. Gonna undo the screw here. There's a little clip that stops the screw from coming undone. There's a spring. There's a metal washer. There's a composite washer, and then there's these two washers. So the way this has to sit is there's a groove that these washers sit in between here. And see this flat part here? See how that washer's kind of like flat on the front? Just think that always points toward the front of the truck or the front of this wing window. If you turn it around, it tends to bind. So, but this guy's gonna slide in just like so, and then I'm gonna lift this rubber up here. I'm gonna take that, the metal washer goes on top, the composite washer goes in between the two, the metal here. So I'll get a close up for you guys in a second. So. And then this guy's gonna just slide straight down like so. And then you're gonna have the composite washer. And then it's got an oval in it. So it'll just go on like so, along with the spring, the nut, and this fold over stop. So I'm gonna get a hand tight in there. And then this wing window is actually going the wrong direction. I screwed it up. Let me just... So I'm just going to kind of lift this guy right out of here a little bit. And this guy goes like this. So the window's got to sit like that, and then the spring, and then the washer. I'm just going to get a couple threads on it. Should be good. And then the wing window always goes on the bottom side of that hinge. If you end up putting it on the top, it ends up binding here, leaving a gap here. I've seen a few people do that. It sits on top, and yeah, it tends to cause some problems. So then what I'm gonna do is take this window and we're gonna go put it in the vise. And I've got this little clip here. And go over and do that. I'll show you how you do that. So I definitely have a disaster going here. So this is the rivet. You can kind of see it's got a flat head there. The head goes on the top. And just stick it in here like so. This all comes from the kit from LMC. And then what I'm gonna do is stick it right here so it's just resting on that. Then I've got this punch that comes with the kit. See, it's got a little dimple there to allow this head to crush. So I'm gonna twist this vise around a little bit more. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see this, but you can kind of get the drift. Here, we'll scoot this over a little bit. It's just a bad angle. It's slowly starting to do it, but probably help if I tighten the vise up. Alright, so it started there. You can kind of see it's still a little loose. That doesn't quite have enough throw. So I'm just going to take this punch and tighten it up, and there we go, we have it. That should work out. Let's just see how it opens up, but then we'll go back and tighten this up. So let's go back over there. Now you don't want to have this tight, or else you're going to struggle doing that that rivet. So, and then you don't want to make it too tight either, but let's see how that's working. Yeah, it's a little tight. And this guy's broke. Didn't realize that either. I can steal that off one of the other wing windows. I'm going to back this off. It's a little too tight. Yeah, that guy's pretty toast. Let's fix that while we're right here. So I'm going to grab a punch. We'll punch this out. I think I got one in a kit here. So these are pretty simple. Basically, there's a hole back here. There's the roll pin. And this guy's gonna just pop right off. There's the spring. Here's the button. And then there's these guys here. And that guy's loose. Let me see what I got in the kit. Alright guys, that was kind of a pain. I had to kind of piece that together with some parts I had, but works now. You guys like what I'm doing, hit subscribe, check out more of my videos. But next I'm going to install these in there, and we'll get that going. Thanks guys, appreciate it.